Hello everyone, this is FeelGood of FeelGood Gunpla. This is a review of the RX-Zeromaru. I cannot pronounce the last name of this kit, so I'm going to put it on the screen. But for the remainder of this review, I will be calling it the RX-Zeromaru Full Armor. Now I have not seen this kit in any anime or manga. But one of the reasons I bought it was because I knew it was an upgraded version of the RX-Zeromaru. And it looked cool. Now, as one of my subscribers said, this is basically an RX-Zeromaru with a color swap and additional parts. So one of my subscribers, they hit it right on the head with that. Now, let's get into the positives. Now, it has the same color part separation as the original Zeromaru, so I won't go into that. Same panel lining. You do get the cross silhouette frame that comes with it. Of course, it's a color swap. It's now green. The gimmicks, it's now, instead of having like 3 forms, it now has 5 forms. 2 that are really dedicated to the SD form. Now, before I get into the forms of the RX-Zeromaru Full Armor, let's talk about that mobile armor, shall we? Now, the mobile armor is probably one of the biggest changes to the kit. Because, like I said, the original RX-Zeromaru color swap, that's it. Here, you definitely see the changes to this kit. I mean, it's pretty much a significant change. And this is because of the new and additional parts. Now, if you look at the neck of this kit, it has the gold trim is not there anymore, like the original RX-Zeromaru. Plus, it has these green crystal shards that are on its wings. And I like that. I really do like that. To me, it adds a little bit of character into it. Also, it has 3 shields that are combined and are attached to the back that resemble bird feathers. Also, it comes with 2 bazookas. 1 bazooka going on each wing. Also, it comes with this backpack frame looking thing, is the only thing I can call it, that attaches to the bottom of it. Now, with this, you don't even need a stand because that helps it keeps upright. Unlike the original mobile armor, this mobile armor is the reason basically why the RX-Zeromaru, this RX-Zeromaru has 2 additional forms because of the parts that come off of it and attach to the SD. So I definitely like the new mobile armor. It has a color swap just like the SD counterpart, and it looks good. I definitely like it. Now, let's get into the 2 additional forms of the SD of the full armor RX-Zeromaru, or as I like to call it, the RX-Zeromaru Full Armor. Now, we all know the first 2. The first one being its default form. Basically, it's NTD. It's like it's in new type destroyer mode all day. Then we got its as I like to call it, it's unicorn mode, which is basically stealth mode. Of course, you know all them already. But it has a third form, I like to call it. And this third form basically looks like the final weapon configuration of the Unicorn Gundam at the end of that OVA, where it just has the 3 Gatling gun shields. Except here, it has the shields slightly different, and you got, if I'm saying this right, 2 kunais on each shield. Nice touch, and definitely a throwback to that OVA. I actually do like it. It's a little tricky kind of getting it on the arms, but other than that, looks pretty good. Now, let's get to one of my favorites. It's basically the one that you're seeing right now. I like it called the 4th and final form of the SD form, I guess, if that makes sense. Because unlike before on the original one, where basically after the first 2 forms, it just combined completely with the mobile armor, or mostly, whatever you want to call it, and basically resembles a real grade kit. Here, however, it took a slightly different approach. Yes, it's pretty much combined mostly with the mobile armor, but it still retains its SD form. And I'm going to tell you right now, I get a full armor unicorn like vibe off this thing immediately. Just boom. I mean, down to the shields on the arm, the bazookas on the back, the way it's laid out. Let me see if I can find something to help point. This will do. Like right here and here are like the boosters from, they remind me of the boosters off the Full Armor Unicorn. And I just think it's cool that they did it that way. Instead of just combining into, if I'm even saying this right, Natadu mode. Basically, I call it real mode. It's still, it combined with it, but still retains its SD shape. Because, in my opinion, its SD shape has advantages that the real mode doesn't, in my opinion. I mean, it's just, it's a nice touch, and again, a nice paying homage to the Full Armor Unicorn Gundam, paying homage to the Unicorn Gundam anime, both the 3rd form and this form. I mean, it's just one of my favorite forms of this kit. It in my opinion, they did it so well. Like, they did this kit so well from the, I like it. I just like it a lot, and I think that they really hit it out of the park with this design. Now, of course, and I feel like I forgot about this, and I do apologize about this, it does still come with the kunai. You still get 2 kunai. You still get his beam rifle, as you see here, coming up here. But the 2 kunai that usually be like on the side or something like that are now on one of the shields. So there's that. What can I say? I really like it. Now, it does come with 2 additional parts. Like, there's like these here, you may not see it, they're right here, but you'll definitely see it when doing the real mode. They're like wings / new shoulder armor for the Natadu, if I'm saying it right. They look like crystals. And also its back skirt, and you'll see it better once I get to this final form, this real mode. And you kind of can see it right here. It's basically a back skirt slash front skirt with like the green crystal shards on it, which again, throwback to the Unicorn Gundam OVA. So definitely liking this form. Now let's get into its last form. Alright, this is the 5th form of the RX-Zeromaru for armor. This is the Natoru form, which I'm probably not pronouncing that right, but it's basically it's real mode. Now there are changes to it, of course, because of the new and additional parts. Just like its SD form, it has the color swap. Also, its shoulder armor, which are these up top here, the knees, and the waist here, the front skirt, has the green crystal shard stuff on it, which I think is a nice touch. Definitely think it's a nice touch, and again, paying tribute to the Unicorn Gundam OVA. Definitely liking it. Definitely liking this form. Strangely though, it's really one of 2 forms that uses the additional parts in the shoulders and the front skirt. Of course, one other form would be the 4th form, the one that looks like a full armor Unicorn Gundam. Of course, the shoulder parts are used for like wings, and the front skirt is like the new back skirt. However, and sadly, those 2 new parts are not used in the first 3 forms. But oh well, I definitely like this upgraded version of the RX-Zeromaru, the Natoru form. I definitely do like it. Now, it didn't have a gun mode like its default, I guess, gun mode, kind of like the previous version had. It doesn't have anymore. So I had to use the RX-Zeromaru's original gun, plus add one of the bazookas onto it to get like a gun pose. Because of some reason, it doesn't have for that. Now, let's get into the negatives of this kit. Of course, the negatives right offhand would be because of the additional parts. It's going to be more sticker heavy. It's going to take more time to apply those stickers properly. There are some more negatives, but they are pretty much directed towards the Nataru, if I'm saying it. Let me look back here and see if I'm saying it right. Nataru form is that one, and you can kind of see this on this head right here. I don't like it. The other version had it, and this version I still don't like it. I just don't like this big old head just obviously sticking out the back. Now, this other one is something that's actually in both kits, but I failed to mention in the previous review of the original RX-Zeromaru. I do apologize about that. Is its main sword, which is basically this beam katana here, connecting to the mobile, basically what's left of the mobile armor, the head and the main body. When you put them together and form a sword, it's very hard to pose. That's a negative for me. So, I'm trying to think of anything else negative, but I can't at this time. So we just go over one more time. More stickers because of the additional parts. The head still sticks out the back, And the sword pose, the big sword pose, is just very hard to do. To conclude, sorry about all this noise from me going through my notes. I really like this kit. What can I say? I really, really like this kit. It's a good upgrade to the RX-Zeromaru, and it pays tribute to the Unicorn Gun. Sorry, my voice going out. The Unicorn Gundam OVA pays tribute to that. I mean, it's got additional forms. It got an upgraded Notaru form. Its real form is upgraded nice. Now, I do like the additional parts, even though the additional parts do add more stickers, but they did the sticker thing in a good way, so no complaints about that. The negatives, however, the negatives are basically because of the stickers. More parts, more stickers, more time, more sticker heavy. I don't like the head sticking out the back, and the Notaru's sword, big sword, just very hard to pose. But other than that, this is definitely a kit I recommend if you are a fan of the Gundam build divers, if you are a fan of the RX-Zeromaru. So I would definitely recommend that you go and get this kit today. I hope everyone enjoyed the video. I appreciate everyone taking the time out today to watch my videos. I really appreciate it, and it means a lot. And I wish everyone a good day. Later.